This is my first project. So I have before I start my project, I've written a bit about sustainability and I've done a little bit of research about what could the fashion alternative be for the industry right now. Because all of my projects are in one way or the other little hinted towards sustainability. So these are some alternatives. So we have like sustainable fabrics using seawater plants, biodegradable boots. Then we have Korean craftwork. These clothes are made from paper. These are made from recycled cassette tape. These are made from algae. These sneakers are made from pineapple and eucalyptus leaves. Then we have these clothes that we can make from the tents that are left behind in festivals. Leather that can be made from the discarded cow's stomach. Then we have inks that could be made from pollution. We have recycled ocean waste shoes. We have sequins made from seaweed for couture clothing. Then we have dresses made from a lab-grown spider silk. Then we have leathers made of mushroom. We have weaves that are made from, the like the electrical wires. So this is my first project. A few keywords for the project, pictures related to them. Uh, this is my mind mapping. So it's a lot about sustainability, eco-friendly requirements. So most likely going for something functional and bare minimum. Trend analysis. So even the trend is like, we should like go for something functional rather than having a little more than extra. So these are a few fabrics I will be using in my projects. About the project is like since we are facing a lot of potential price surges, water shortage, the ultimate goal is to have something that works without leaving a negative footprint. So this is the concept where we rework on something that is existing. The name Unaway is like it may go away, but it's not entirely going away. We need to bring it back. The mood board, so fashion illustration. So I have marked like we how I will be doing these stencil fabric. Stencil fabrics are fabrics that are made from wood pulp. And I have written that the accessories have to be made from seaweed sequins, mushroom leather bags, cassette tape bags. All of that. So this is the specs. Now for the second project, this is a ethnic project. So the theme is encased flowers. So we have seen a lot of jewelry as encased flowers, but not a lot of garments, which is where I take this from. This will be a little delicate, soft, and dreamy, if that you could say. Pictures related to the inspiration, the mind mapping. So this is a design idea research. So there is the designer Archana Rao, who recently in Lakme Fashion Show created something very similar to my idea. Then this is some trend analysis. So my garments are going to be for a evening soiree. The fabric exploration. Most of my fabrics would be sheer organza, floral garments, and they would be organically dyed. The research board, the mood board. So from having puff sleeves, big sleeves to little thin like jewelry. So here is the design development and the exploration. So every garment here has something or the other. So we have patchwork here of flowers. We have surface embellishments made out of sequins in floral shapes. We have actual dried flowers stuck to the garment. So there is a zipper. We can remove the flowers and put them back in because washing. So the third project is related to artificial intelligence. Since a lot of things are moving into a health direction right now, I wanted to use this project to make garments for an ordinary man but that could be dedicated to the health side. So, since this is an idea-based project, so I did a little bit of research on things that are in the making right now, which I could use in my garment later when I make it. So so if you wear this strap, it can feed in time to your skin through vibration patterns. This is the color monitor. These are survival straps that if you really are in need of some ambulance or health emergency, so the survival beacon can like send uh, flight call to the nearest medical facility. These are pressure for distributors. So these are things that are already in the making and some are made theoretically. These fabrics are functional speakers. These gloves are stuff that you can wear and lift a lot of weight, about 100 kilos of weight. These are precision torchlights in gloves. This kinetic jacket is made from 3D printing and it can act as a speaker and also a charger. So this is my mood board. So these are my final garments. So every garment has something or the other. Like this has kinetic motion sensors, which is where the AI comes from. And these are the tech. So we have precision lights, we have joint massagers, we have pressure foot distributors. Then we have oximeters, we have blood pressure monitors, we have thermal readings, we do have survival straps. These are um, bondage systems. So if your body is going a little out of uh, like you're overworking, then these bondage systems will strap in, and you have to like stop working out for a little bit because there are issues where we have ligament tear and everything. So this is where I've mentioned about them. So we do have since movement sensor we have. So I do have a quick diagram on how it will work, the fabrics and how it is waterproof, odor-proof. The so project 4 is a teenage wear project. So a lot of teenagers these days go for Instagrammable design movement. Like if you're great on Instagram, then you have to have something that is very aesthetic and photo appealing on social media. But we are like we are too busy looking at the positive side to actually look at the negative side, and it's a global issue which needs social platforms for good. So this is a mood board, the client board, the design illustration, the flat sketches. So these graphic prints that are in there are also self-made. For this particular project, I did a photo shoot of my garment. So the concept for the photo shoot is here. So I'm going to bring the social obsessed teens, and we've added how they're hyperactive and graphically forward. So we have graphic liners, graphic prints. Project 5 is another Western project. So I'm focusing on resort wear. So for that, I did a little bit of research on what types of resort wear we have. I'm focusing on the casual one for now. So these I'm making on eco printing. So we have barely there prints, which is something to go for a sophisticated direction. The client profile where we have women who have minimal touch to prints and like a seasonal wardrobe. So these watches again are self-made with hibiscus, onion skin, beetroot, marigold, jarbara. So this is the illustration. Right? So we have a lot of riveting going on. The flat sketches. So the last project is 10 Wishes Under. It's about a tribe, that is the Dongria tribe of Goa. This is a quite overview of what they have, the accessories, the symbols, the fabric, their ancestry. Then this is about the tribe. We have pictures that show the accessories, the clothing, the mood board. So the first two pictures are actually what the first and the fourth one are what the tribe actually produces, and the second, third, and fifth one is an interpretation of the same, which is where I have also developed my own belief. This one in brown color because I wanted to contemporize it a bit, and then we have digital print where these depict the mountains, these depict the river, then there is the depiction of sun, the Niyam Raja, then the depiction of tamarind leaves, which they use a lot in their shawls and scarves. And this is the illustration for it, specification sheet. And then this is a little bit of my illustration for a stylization project. So we had mentioned flowers. So since we can't move the garments, I have to stylize it in my own way. So I've put tucked in a lot of flowers. Then bohemian, we have a lot of prints and bohemian accessories going on. The technology, this has to look futuristic because yeah, tools first. Eco printing and earrings.